So we were really excited when EcoFlow said they were going to send us this EcoFlow Glacier. Now we've been sent this free for the purpose of review. I'm not being paid to make this video, but I will give you my honest opinion of what I think of it. Now you can make your own mind up whether this is for you or not. What I'll cover in this video is I'm going to tell you what EcoFlow say about their product. I'll show you what's in the boxes, and I'll go through the controls, the specifications, the prices, how we will use it, and I'll give you my honest opinion, the pros and cons. But first, what do EcoFlow say about their own products? EcoFlow is about capturing energy, storing energy, and now using energy in a smart and innovative way. EcoFlow's latest additions to their lineup smart devices aim to simplify everyday living with innovative solutions such as the Blade, an automated lawnmower with lawn sweeping capabilities. And now the Glacier, an all-in-one device that triples as a fridge, freezer, and the industry's first integrated ice maker. Finally, the Wave, which we'll be reviewing in an upcoming video, and that's the follow-up to the most powerful and compact air conditioning unit on the market. So this is the world's first portable fridge freezer with an integrated ice maker, which means it triples as a freezer, a fridge, and an ice maker. So you can enjoy ice cold drinks, fresh food when you're on the road, boat, in a truck, camping, off-grid perhaps, and it's probably even better for people who work in one space, perhaps such as truck drivers. It has the industry's first integrated ice maker, as we said. There's a powerful 120 watt compressor that works, so you can have 18 ice cubes in just 12 minutes. It has super fast cooling, and at the optimum speed, when it's empty, it cools from 30 degrees C to 0 degrees 0 in around 15 minutes. It has up to 38 litres of capacity, so you can fill the fridge with a whole lot of beer, vegetables, or whatever you need to keep cool. So instead of having to carry around 3 separate devices like a power station, an ice maker, a portable fridge, you can now simply bring along the Glacier. It can be charged by solar power with the optional 290 watt hour battery, which can be fully charged by solar power. That's up to 240 watts maximum in as fast as 2 hours, but you need to have the battery in order to use the solar charging. It has an NCM battery which is good for 800 cycles, up to 80% of the battery's capacity. And using the battery, you can get up to 40 hours of Wi-Fi limitless charging. And if you're going camping or fishing, you get your fresh food, cold drinks at hand, whether you're in a car, truck, motorhome, or even on a boat. The EcoFlow Glacier plug-in battery even charges laptops on the go. So the dimensions are 776 by 385 by 445, and that's without the wheels and handles. It weighs about 22 kilograms, so you're going to want to use the optional wheels and handles to move it around. It can be tilted up to 30 degrees, and if you go past that, it comes up with an error message. It's IPX4 rated, so it can survive water splashes but not getting soaked. It has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and you can connect to the EcoFlow app, but more on that shortly. It does make some noise. The noise level is 42 dB. You can hear it, but it's not obtrusive. EcoFlow say the Glacier is about providing a real off-grid recharging solution for a portable fridge that can be charged directly via the solar panel. While some other outdoor refrigerators do have solar charging capacities, they rely on solar power station to feed it first. So what did we find? So let's have a look what's in the boxes. Start with this ominous looking black one. This is the detachable wheels and telescopic handle. So it's a bit of... That looks like it might do something. It's something sticky. Another sticky thing there. Well, I assume that's the telescopic handle. And some wheels. Very posh wheels. Little screwdriver. Some screws. Silica gel, do not eat. And some things. What are they called? What are those called? More packaging. Okay. think this is the battery for it. Okay, yeah, so I've got a thing there. It's going to need charge. Oh no, it's got charge in it. You can check that. Warranty card and a manual with a load of pages in multiple languages. Probably only about 3 actually in English. Got a bit of packaging here. And I managed to get it the wrong way round. There we go. So it came fairly well packaged. If you look down there, yeah, there's a hole in the box, so hopefully it's not damaged. Oh, it's quite heavy. Oh. There we are. So in here, another box. I think this is the, yeah, okay, a scoop. Is that for the ice maker, do you think? A lead, a car lead, okay, with one of EcoFlow's connectors, a normal car type connector. It's not exactly efficient, is it? F-rated. Okay, 85 kilowatts per annum. There's a quick start guide, which I will have a look at a little bit later. That looks like, oops, that looks like the power brick to me. There's the connector again. So we've got mains lead and a connector. So I think the best thing to do now is get it powered up. Yeah, so you can lift that out. That's quite nice. Let me put the mains lead down. And this, as far as I can tell, that comes out. Oh look, there's some more silica gel. So yeah, so that's just a divider. So I'm told, so I've read that you can have this either as a fridge or a fridge freezer. So you have to separate the compartments off. But that's the separator. And it goes one way. Okay. So that goes in there. And you can put it in there as well to get it out of the way. So you've got a big area there. Oh yeah, got like a little thing that squashes together. Okay. Leave it like that for now. Right, so let's have a look at the controls. They're fairly simple. So to switch it on, there we go. A single press brings it on. So you've got the temperatures on the left and the right hand side. At the top there you've got how much battery is remaining, and obviously if it's plugged in and connected you would see some more symbols up the top there for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. But a quick look inside, and you've got the 2 compartments. This side comes with a basket so you can lift the food out to get to it. This is the divider. Now if you take the divider out, you might have heard a bing, and that's now turned it into a freezer or a fridge, and then you can simply adjust the temperature with these buttons here, up and down. And you can simply adjust the temperature by pressing the button, and then that's set to 18 degrees, and you can go up and down whatever temperature you want, and that would now make it a freezer. If you wanted it to be a fridge, press the temperature button to adjust it, and then you'd go up and you perhaps put it on something like 3 or 4 or 5 degrees, and that would make it a fridge. So fairly straightforward. Obviously if you put the divider back, it detects that you've got the divider in there, and it's back to a fridge on one side or a freezer the other side. And obviously if you want to vary that about, It's just a case of adjusting the temperature on either side, up or down, to decide what you want it to do. So you could have them you can have that side as a fridge, you could have that side as a freezer, but this side, the right hand side, has got the better cooling capacity, so you're probably better having that as the fridge. There's 38 litres in there, it says, but I think it's probably slightly less than 38 litres, or slightly more, I'm not sure, because this divider will take up a little bit of room, but it's certainly enough for an awful lot of cans and frozen stuff. And it tells you a little bit about the divider there, and I've stuck the little energy efficiency sticker on there. So close that. Other buttons on here, these are the ice making buttons. So if you press that, you press it twice, that will make ice, and I make the bigger ice cubes. If you press it again, the smaller ice cubes. I would stick with the bigger ice cube making there. This button here heats up the little devices in here, these little nodule things, and it allows you to pull this tray out, and that tray comes out, and you can get the ice cubes out nice and easily. So it does have an eco mode, and the eco mode is about saving some of the battery if you're running on battery, I guess. If you hold the plus and the minus buttons together, it comes up with the eco symbol, and what I understand is it allows for a greater range of temperatures, so the compressor's not always switching on, so it does mean that the battery can last a little bit longer, so it's useful to know. So that's the controls. These are the optional wheels here, and they took a little bit fitting, and my top tip when you're fitting these wheels is to switch the unit off and empty the fridge and the freezer out. On the bottom down here we've got where the power supply goes. I thought that was a USB, but it's not. I think it's just an empty socket. Over here is the drain for the ice maker. You just pull this tube out and you let it drain out all over my sofa. Going around the other side, we've got the optional handle here fitted. I've got a video of me fitting this handle. It's got little panels here that it can get missed when you're opening the thing, so make sure you keep hold of those when you're opening the box. These handles can be removed, but this little thing is stuck on there, so once you take that off, you would decide you don't want the handles. I would leave them on. I wouldn't take them off, to be honest, unless you're desperate for the space, but if you fitted the wheels, it's not going to make much difference. And that's the scoop for the ice. I've turned it round so hopefully you can see that's the fan. That needs to have 2 inches of space behind it, so it can cool easily. On the back here is the battery. Now, obviously if I pull this out, this is going to stop it, so I'm just going to switch it off first. So if I press this button here, out comes the battery. Now notice on the battery it's got a USB, a Type-C USB. You can charge a laptop. It's not the best laptop charger USB there is. It's not 100 watt, I think it's 40 watts. But it will keep your laptop charged up whilst you enjoy a cold drink, which is really handy. And this is the battery. As you can see, 298 watt hour battery. And to be honest, I wouldn't buy the Glacier without the battery. The whole point about a portable fridge is that you can use it anywhere. And without the battery you can't charge it with solar, and obviously you can't use it without a mains supply. Right, so it says it's 15 at the moment, So let's start the thing and see how long, start the stopwatch and see how long it takes to get to temperature. So I've got my EcoFlow app, already come up with the EcoFlow Glacier on it, so let's add that. Alright, it says connecting device to the network, so that's connecting the EcoFlow to my network. Okay, so done. I'll save the password. Don't ask again for this app. Okay, so you can set the temperature on there. Okay, you can make ice, detach ice. Okay, what else can you do with it? Tells you what the temperature inside is there. You can switch it off. Okay. Alright. So I can come back, so I don't have to sit here watching it and waiting for it to cool down to the right temperature. I'll come back a little bit later. It says reach minus 19 now, so I suppose it's going down even further. So it's taken about 25 minutes to get to that stage. Minus 4 on the compartment next to it. There we are. It feels pretty cold in there. Minus 4 in there and minus 19 in there. And that's at 28 minutes. It took considerably quieter now. Okay, I suppose that is an allowance when you put stuff in it. Oh, minus 20. Blimey. Just about to put some items in the freezer. So I've discovered a slight drawback is a bottle of Riesling doesn't fit in there. Can't close the door there. Normal bottle fits in all right. So it's no to Riesling. A very nice bottle too. Prefer the Chardonnay anyway. If I pull this out, it'll give you an idea of sort of the capacity what I've got in there. So what you've got, I think that's the salmon, got Fritz corn mince, some corn slices, some haddock, 2 bottles of wine, and I've managed to squeeze in an oat milk into there. Alright, so in the freezer compartment, got some Cumberland style green cuisine, corn roast for Sunday, Linda McCartney vegetarian country pies, some cornettos and a magnum, and a box of mini magnums, and a cornetto. Let's get it up to the minimum. That'll do. Close the lid and press the ice making. There it goes. 12 minutes. Right, I believe we press this button. Yeah, dripping everywhere. I think the little ones are just about enough for a couple of small drinks. A bit of ginger. Excuse my pouring, can't hold a GoPro and pour. A little bit disappointed with the size of these things, they're tiny. Tiny little things and they're dissolving fairly quickly. Counting down the seconds before we can open the door. So tried it on the large ice cube set in here. Took about the same time, about 12 minutes. A little bit bigger. Release the ice button. We'll just press it once. Oh, there you go, 2 minutes. 2. Ping, and move them now. Oh, still, oh, it still took a bit of a thing there. Well, they're definitely better and much bigger. Yeah, so you definitely want to go on the big side for the ice cubes. So we've got one in there. Oh, man, it's cold in there. Whoa. I hope you're going to be able to see this. It's a little bit dark in here, but in here there's a little drain tube. If you pop that off the thing, that lets the water out. There's quite a bit of water in there still. I've only got a small glass. I'm going to panic here. Oh, come here. Yeah, that's not clever, is it? I think we're on a bit of a slope here because it left some water in there, so I'll just mop that up. Probably just me, but I think it's actually quite difficult to keep that clean. Quite awkward to get around all the ice making bits. Probably just me. I suppose at least you've got the lid closed, haven't you? So this says minus 1 there. It can't be that cold, otherwise it'd be frozen. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, just right, actually. Right. The whole thing just pulls off now. Did wonder whether I can get it under the bed there. I think it would probably just about fit under there. I'd probably have to remove the whole bed mechanism to get it in there. It's certainly not too wide that way, and it's long enough the other way, but I think I'd struggle to open the door because I think that would bang against the bed. You'd probably only be able to open it to about there, so it definitely won't fit in our motorhome. So the plug-in battery even charges laptops on the go when the plug-in battery is inside or outside. This is fully charged, but there we go. It's a 40-watt charger. It's charged. So the price of the Glacier on its own is £1,049. The battery is £299 and the Glacier and the battery together are £1,249. The Glacier handle and wheels are £149. So how do we plan to use this? Well, we're going to use it as a backup fridge. So it can be a fridge freezer or a fridge or a freezer. The left side can be up to 25 degrees higher than the right side, and the right side 15 degrees higher than the left side. So as for ice making, well, I found that the 12 minutes is about right. The ice cubes that we got on the first attempt were the small ones, and I didn't really think they were big enough for us, so it's better to use the larger size. Running on battery, I got about 9 hours from it. It went from 100% to 35% with food in the fridge freezer, so I estimate it should run for about 12 hours with a fully charged battery. 4.7 minus 16. Okay. Now the size in our motorhome, I don't think we're going to be using it in our motorhome. It probably works a lot better if you've got a large motorhome with a large garage, and you can fit it in there and leave it in there. The price, well, the price may be a bit off-putting for people, but don't forget it is a portable fridge freezer and ice maker. There is some fan noise. It could be a little bit awkward to clean the ice making area, and you can't use this solar charging without the optional backup battery, and it's probably a good idea to get the wheels as too. So the pros, well, it's great innovation having a portable fridge freezer and ice maker all in one. I love the idea of the divider, which can turn it into a freezer, fridge freezer, whatever you want to do. I think this would be really useful for van converters as their only fridge. It's very fast to chill down, it's very efficient, and quick ice making. It's great having a portable fridge that you can make ice with. So in conclusion, I think this is a great bit of kit. It's innovative with its built-in ice compartment, but you really need to make sure you have the space and payload to take this with you in your motorhome or camper van. I think it's going to be popular with van converters, and it's very useful if you spend a lot of time outside, perhaps off-grid. If you need something, a backup fridge for occasional use, which is what we're going to use it for, or perhaps if you've got meetups, parties, barbecues, rallies, fishing, events, and even if you're doing a bit of catering. So if you found this interesting, please do check that like button and let us know what you think. Is this something you're interested in? And don't forget to follow the link in the description to check out the EcoFlow Glacier. Links will be in the description below. So thanks for watching. Bye now.